Many Christians believe that temple sacrifices at the third temple would be an abomination because Jesus died on the cross for us, making him the final sacrifice. But is that statement actually true? And are all temple sacrifices after Jesus' crucifixion automatically an abomination? That is what we are talking about today, and we're starting right now. To start this conversation, we're going to start by reading Acts chapter 21, verse 26. Then Paul took along the men, and the next day, after purifying himself together with them, he went into the temple, giving notice of the completion of the days of purification, until the sacrifice was offered for each one of them. And that is the New American Standard Bible translation. From this verse, we see Paul purifying himself to enter the temple, which involved sacrifices. But to understand the context of what's going on, we need to read Acts chapter 18, verse 18. After this, Paul stayed many days longer and then took leave of the brothers and set sail for Syria, and with him Priscilla and Aquila. At Cenchrea he cut his hair, for he was under a vow, and this was in the English Standard Version, which I normally use. From this, we can see that Paul may have been under a Nazarite vow. For those who want to know more about Nazarite vows, see Numbers chapter 6, verses 1 through 21. But that isn't my focus today. My focus today is if temple sacrifices on the Temple Mount, and specifically at the third temple when it is built, if that will be an abomination or not. In 1 Corinthians chapter 9, verses 19 through 23, it reads, "For though I am free from all, I have made myself a servant to all, that I might win more of them. To the Jews I became a Jew, in order to win Jews. To those under the law I became as one under the law, though not being myself under the law, that I might win those under the law. To those outside the law, not being outside the law of God, but under the law of Christ, that I might win those outside the law. To the weak I became weak, that I might win the weak. I have become all things to all people, that by all means I might save some. I do it all for the sake of the gospel, that I may share with them in its blessings." Paul wouldn't do temple sacrifices if it was sinful. He even used it to share the gospel. Therefore, when the third temple is built, it isn't necessarily bad if Christians participate with some of the sacrifices. But if Christians do participate in the sacrifices, I would encourage them to be mindful of what the sacrifices are for and what they're doing and how it correlates with the New Testament and an understanding of the gospel of Jesus Christ. If you liked this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up, and I encourage you to subscribe, and I hope to see you in the next video.